Welcome to Little Corner Full of Love, where every root, every leaf tells a story of life and perseverance. In this video, I will guide you through a natural, safe method to help weak orchids miraculously revive, regain vitality from roots to leaves, and be ready to bloom beautifully like your faith in them. During the changing seasons, when the weather changes erratically, sometimes hot and sunny, sometimes humid, orchids are susceptible to shock and weakening. This is also the time when fungal diseases have the strongest chance to attack, especially root rot and leaf rot, two common enemies that can cause orchids to lose strength and wilt in just a few days. Rotten leaves often contain a large number of fungal spores. This is the most dangerous source of infection in the orchid garden. If not handled promptly, they can spread to other pots, affecting the entire orchid trellis. As soon as you detect signs of disease, you should quickly isolate the orchid pot from the common growing area or place it far away from other healthy plants. This not only prevents the spread, but also gives the diseased plant space and favorable conditions to recover. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons to support me, and don't miss any useful orchid care tips. I'm happy to accompany you on the journey of nurturing and conquering the beauty of orchid pots. As you can see, most of the roots have been severely damaged by drying out and fungal infection. These roots are no longer able to absorb water or nutrients. So I will proceed to remove all the old substrate, to check carefully to see if any roots are still alive and green. This is a very important step before starting the recovery process for the plant. Thus, it can be seen that the entire root system is completely dead, with no ability to recover. Therefore, I will use clean scissors to cut off all the damaged roots, keeping only the leaves and the healthy stem. The yellowed or old leaves also need to be completely removed, because they are no longer able to photosynthesize and are easily a place for fungi and insects to live. When removing these leaves, the plant will focus its energy on the healthy stem, helping the rooting and recovery process to take place faster and more stably. This remaining part will be a valuable foundation, helping the plant regenerate new roots and restore vitality in the upcoming period. Next, I will thoroughly clean the entire plant with clean water. This will help wash away any dirt, mold, and remaining substrate residue that may be stuck around the stem and between the leaves. This is a very important step, helping to reduce the risk of disease and create the cleanest conditions for the plant to be ready to enter the recovery phase. After cleaning, I will place the plant in a cool, well-lit place with good air circulation to let the plant rest for a while before entering the next stage of recovery. Next, I will prepare 500 milliliters of clean water to make the base for the organic fertilizer mixture. The first ingredient I use today is molasses, a natural ingredient containing many minerals and nutrients that are beneficial for orchids, especially during the recovery period after illness. I add 1 spoon of molasses to 500 milliliters of clean water. Then stir well until the molasses is completely dissolved in the water. Then, let the solution rest for about 15 minutes before use, so that the nutrients are more blended and stable. After about 15 minutes, our mixture is stable and ready to use. Next, I will soak the entire orchid in this solution for about 30 minutes. The purpose of this step is to allow the nutrients in the molasses to gradually penetrate the stem and root, helping to gently remove any remaining fungi and bacteria while stimulating new roots to prepare to form. The next ingredient I use is fresh ginger, about 300 grams. I will cut the ginger into thin slices so that during the natural fermentation and incubation process, the nutrients in the ginger are released to the maximum, bringing the best effect to the orchid. Ginger is a great ingredient because it contains many essential oils and natural antibacterial agents, which help inhibit fungi, protect the roots, and stimulate the plant to recover faster. After chopping the ginger, I will put all the ginger into a clean jar. Next, I will add 1 liter of clean water to extract the nutrients of the ginger during the fermentation process. The next ingredient I use is sugar. I will add about 3 tablespoons of sugar along with the ginger. The sugar plays a role in helping the natural fermentation process to take place more smoothly, at the same time stimulating the growth of beneficial microorganisms, helping to extract the essence in the ginger more effectively. Then, I stir the mixture until the sugar is completely dissolved, then close the lid of the jar and leave it for about 3 months before using. After about 1 month, you should loosen the lid of the jar a little to let the gas produced during the fermentation process escape, to avoid the jar swelling or exploding due to pressure. This is the jar of ginger GE that I brewed 3 months ago. Today, I will take about 10 milliliters of ginger GE solution and put it in a clean jar. Then add 500 milliliters of clean water to dilute the solution. This helps reduce the concentration of the solution, making it safer for the roots and young leaves of the orchid. After adding water, I stir the solution well to mix and completely homogenize before use. After soaking the plant in the molasses solution for about 30 minutes, we will take the plant out and place it in a cool place, away from direct sunlight, so that the plant has time to rest before moving on to the next recovery stage. Now I will mix the molasses solution with the ginger GE. Then, I will stir well to help the solution dissolve quickly, then let it rest for about 15 minutes for the nutrients to blend and stabilize. After 15 minutes, the combination has created a natural organic fertilizer that is very effective in stimulating roots, resisting fungi, restoring vitality, and is ready to use for orchids. Next, I will use a soft cotton pad soaked in the nutrient solution, then gently wipe both sides of the orchid leaves. This method helps the nutrients penetrate directly through the leaf surface, while cleaning the dust and bacteria on the leaves, helping the plant photosynthesize better and quickly recover its vitality. Next, I will place the base and roots of the orchid in a clean cup. Then, pour in the nutrient solution just mixed so that it covers the base and roots of the plant. We will soak the plant for about 30 minutes so that the nutrients penetrate deep into the root tissue, helping to mildly disinfect, stimulate young roots, and restore vitality to the orchid. After 30 minutes of soaking, our orchid has absorbed enough nutrients for the next recovery process. Now, I will take the plant out of the solution and place it in a cool place to drain, preparing for the next step in the orchid's recovery process. Before placing the plant in the recovery environment, I will use a little cinnamon powder to apply evenly on the cuts of the orchid. Cinnamon powder has antibacterial, antifungal properties and dries the cuts quickly, helping the plant avoid infection during the recovery period. After applying, I will place the plant in a cool place and rest for about 1 day. Let the cuts dry completely before placing it in the recovery environment. During this recovery phase, I use 2 very simple but effective tools. The first is a piece of floral foam, cut into the appropriate shape as shown in the video, which helps to retain moisture well and stabilize the orchid. The second is a clean, transparent vase to easily observe the development of the root system and control the humidity inside. After a day of rest, the cuts on the orchid have completely dried, and the plant has also stabilized and reduced shock after pruning and treatment. At this point, the plant is ready to enter the recovery phase. I will place the orchid in the previously prepared planting tool so that the base of the plant fits snugly into the position cut on the floral foam. As for watering, I use bottled water to ensure safety, without chlorine or impurities that are harmful to the plant. When adding water, only pour a small amount, enough to cover about half of the foam to avoid waterlogging the roots. When the water runs out, just add a little more. Do not let the foam dry out completely. Then, I use a clean cup with holes for ventilation. Cover it to create a protective environment for the orchid during the recovery phase. During this time, you should place the plant in a cool, lightly lit place to allow it to gradually adapt, absorb nutrients, and stimulate new root growth. And here is the result of our orchid after 1 month of recovery herb. Wow! You see, a new shoot has grown green, healthy, and full of life. That is the sign that the plant has truly revived. The new shoot is not just a new stem growing, but also a symbol of rebirth and faith. Even though it was once weak, with proper care and enough love, the plant can still start again stronger. Not only that, you can see the pure white, plump young roots growing out around the base. They are the new heart of the plant, helping the plant absorb water and nutrients better, which is the foundation for long-term development later on. A healthy root system is proof that the recovery environment is suitable and the plant is feeding itself. Through observation, we can see that the orchid has truly entered the recovery phase. Green shoots have emerged, new roots have grown strong and spread throughout the base. This shows that the plant has regained its vitality and started to grow again. Therefore, this is the most appropriate time to transfer the plant to a new growing environment. This is an important transition from recovery to long-term development. The substrate I used in the next stage was pine bark, and before using it, I disinfected, washed, and dried it thoroughly to ensure the safety of the plant. Pine bark is an ideal substrate for orchids because it retains moderate moisture, is well ventilated, and helps the roots to breathe easily and grow healthily. To help the orchid stand firmly and not move during the new rooting process, I use a small iron bar, bend it into a U shape, and then gently insert it into the substrate. This U-shaped part will support the leaves or the base of the orchid, helping the plant to be firmly fixed, avoiding shaking when watering or when the wind blows. And finally, I will cover the surface of the substrate with a thin layer of moss. This layer of moss has the effect of naturally moisturizing the substrate, helping the environment around the roots to stay cool and stable, especially on days with erratic weather. In addition, moss also acts as a gentle protective layer for the newly grown young roots, helping them not to dry out or be damaged by direct sunlight or wind. The ingredient I use to make natural fertilizer for orchids during this stage is rice. Rice contains many essential nutrients such as B vitamins, minerals, and starch, which help orchids recover quickly, stimulate root growth, and develop new shoots. I use 3 tablespoons of rice for this recipe. Put it in a clean jar. Then add 500 milliliters of clean water to extract the nutrients in the rice. Next, stir well, helping the nutrients in the rice to completely dissolve into the water, creating a concentrated and nutritious solution. Then, I will filter out the residue through a fine wire, so that the solution becomes smoother and clearer, both helping the plant absorb more easily and avoiding clogging the roots or leaves when using. In this step, I will use a clean spray bottle, pour the rice nutrient solution we just mixed inside. Then, I spray evenly on the entire orchid plant, from the top to the bottom of the leaves, the stem, and the base. This is called foliar fertilization, a very effective way of care that helps plants absorb nutrients quickly through the leaf epidermis. In addition to spraying on the leaves, I also use another method, that is, watering the rice nutrient solution directly into the roots and growing medium of the orchid. This method helps the nutrients penetrate deep into the growing medium, gradually absorbed by the roots, creating a sustainable source of energy for the plant during the recovery process. You should maintain the use of this rice nutrient solution about once every 2 weeks to achieve the best results. Such regular supplementation will help the plant absorb nutrients regularly, maintain stable vitality, and promote rooting, sprouting, and preparation for the new flowering season. Once we have completed the care and nutrition steps, we will return the plant to its ideal environment in the garden, where there is soft light, stable humidity, and good air circulation. Here, the plant will continue to grow naturally. New roots will be more firmly attached to the substrate. The leaves will be greener and thicker, and the young shoots will grow stronger and stronger. And as you can see, with just a little patience, a little love, and available natural ingredients, even the weakest orchids can thrive. Each young root, each new green sprout is not only a sign of life, but also the result of the caretaker's heart. Hopefully, through this video, you will have another effective and safe method to help the orchid pots in your garden grow more and more lush and long-lasting. If you find this video useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to continue my journey of spreading love for orchids. Wishing you joy, happiness, and many healthy orchid pots in your garden.